So, this comic review we're going to be doing today, this comic is actually from a book that I got for myself as a personal birthday present to me, from me to me. And it's from a franchise that a comic line that I don't really care about, but I do like this character. And when it was announced this character was going to get an ongoing, I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And here we are with Battle Beast, Heart of Glory. This is the Robert Kirkman and Ryan Ottley new Battle Beast ongoing. So I was curious about it because they announced that Battle Beast was getting an ongoing. And in my head, I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Isn't Battle Beast, is this supposed to take place after the events of Invincible? Because Battle Beast, I may not be the biggest Invincible fan, but I know he died fighting Thrag. Yeah, so apparently this is supposed to be first off, if you're as confused as I am, this comic basically takes place between the events of issue 19 to 55. So it's basically showcasing what Battle Beast was doing in space while everyone else was just kind of doing whatever. This is a side story that I don't know how long you could make an ongoing out of it if you only have a limited number of time to really do this. So I don't know how long this comic's going to be, but you have only a short window, relatively speaking, for for a Battle Beast ongoing. Anyway, but hey, if Marvel can dig up Darth Vader stories, but then again, that's 20-year gap, so you can fit in a lot in 20 years. But at the same time, I'm also yeah, if Disney and other franchises can do lost stories, why not? Anyway, so Battle Beast, Heart of Glory. This takes place shortly after his first appearance, this first story arc, where after Battle Beast kicked the ever-loving crap out of literally everyone in his first appearance, he goes back to the ship that he was on. It turns out he had murdered everyone and eaten everyone on the ship, and now the ship's AI is that was the closest thing I had to a family. I love them, and I can't deceive. My programming is I can't lie, so I hate you and I want you to die, Battle Beast. And Battle Beast is cool, I want to die too. So how about we help each other? Battle Beast, as you guys know, is always looking for the next fight. He wants a worthy opponent to kill him in combat. But in here, we get a little more about it. Now, I don't know, again, I'm not the biggest Invincible guy, so maybe they went about it in the main comic, but here I think this is the first time we get Battle Beast's origin as well as his real name, Throck. Yeah, and he comes from the planet Dorn. Why did I pause there, if you're wondering? Because his voice actor is Michael Dorn in the show. And trust me, that's not the only Star Trek reference we get in this series. But yeah, also, it is very easy to hear Michael Dorn's voice for Battle Beast. It was too perfect. But yeah, so the ship brings him to a being called the Colossus. And the two fight, and I gotta tell you, one of the things that Ryan Ottley and Robert Kirkman are good at, they're good at making fight scenes. I don't know if I could show you anything in this book, but if you know Ryan Ottley's artwork, then you know that it's really good. Yeah, it's stuff like this that is awesome. So after defeating the Colossus, he basically pulls out this little alien prince that has been living in the monster's gut for all this time, and basically says, "Hey, my planet was attacked by them and by him and his sister probably still rules my planet. So if you can beat him, then you can probably beat her, right?" So Battle Beast was sure, whatever, and they basically go on this adventure to quote unquote liberate the planet. We also get more into Battle Beast's psyche about all this, because he spent so much of his time on his planet fighting because there was this unquenchable bloodlust within him, and he more or less fled his own world because he was after bringing peace to it. He was oh my god, I think there's something wrong with me. I need to leave. So he's more or less trying to protect his home world from himself. And also, the rage in him is just so great, and bloodlust for combat that he can't trust himself among his own people. Anyway, so the comic is beautifully drawn. It's also very straightforward. This comic is just all about fighting. Like, this is all about, like, you want to see like Ryan Ottley draw someone's head getting split open or really gory bits everywhere, this comic's for you. If you were a fan of Battle Beast, or if you're a bigger Invincible fan than I am, then yeah, I'm already going to recommend this to you. It's pretty straightforward. There's also, like, again, not only do we get the Dorn reference, but there's also a moment where, like, Battle Beast is in a blood pit. Like, he's in a gladiatorial arena, and he fights this monster called the Unknown, which, by the way, Robert, great job at naming the monsters, or naming the enemies. The Unknown, Colossus, Juggernaut. That's the other monster's name, Juggernaut. You know, so great are you at naming characters these days. It feels like you're still trying. Anyway, what was I saying? It's also, this book is kind of funny. Like, there's actually, like, some solid humor, which there's some dry humor here and there, but some of the jokes just don't land. Like, again, going back to the whole thing with the Unknown, it turns out that there was a crew member named Warg in it. Yeah, Warg. And also, on top of that, he has a crew. I think I can show you that, at least. Yeah, there's literally a Star Trek TNG reference with characters that look exactly like... There's one character that looks like Riker, and I was like, okay, that was a cute little reference. But then they bring it back again with, like, a Picard, a Crusher, a Wesley, and a Data, and Riker. And it's like, oh, our friend Warg. And I'm like, we get it, Robert. You're happy to have Michael Dorn in your show. Okay, we get it. It's cool, too. I like Star Trek, too. But yeah, this comic does not take itself seriously in any way, shape, or form. It's fun, it's brutal, and they basically leave off on a cliffhanger of what's going to happen next. Because the race that this Colossus and Juggernaut come from are a race of mythical beings called the Amisu, which are like Viltrumite-level monsters. And this volume ends with Thrag telling Krieg straight to his face, go get Conquest to take over that planet. So it does look like we're going to get a Conquest versus Battle Beast fight at some point. But yeah, this is clearly a comic that does not take itself seriously. I know Invincible at times didn't take itself seriously, but there were at least, like, stakes here and there. But yeah, if you are, like... I'm not going to go back and read Invincible. I'm just going to follow this for as long as it is, because Battle Beast is a cool character. I'm not going to lie. That's the reason I got it, because I was like, as much as I don't care for Invincible, Battle Beast is kind of cool. So I'm going to continue with this. But yeah. So do I recommend Battle Beast Heart of Glory? Yeah, if you are an Invincible fan, or if you just think Battle Beast is cool like me, yeah, give this a shot. I recommend it. But anyway, if you have read this comic, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of it. Comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.